Hi folks, John Kitts here, playing Sailaway the Sailing Simulator. So, left yesterday by trying to adjust things and get the maximum of the sails, which, oh look at that, dolphin. See if I can get up front. I probably won't see it from there. Yes I will. Two dolphins sailing along with us. How should I say? Oh, three more on the other side. I guess they like us. So let's pull back and forget about the dolphins for the moment. Now, yesterday was mostly a matter of adjustments of things. We got off course 2 days ago. Yesterday we were back on course and we were just trying to pick our way through. A couple of things I want to point out before I do that. If you've checked my welcome video, you'll know that the reason I started this channel was to have a safe place for seniors like myself, I'm 70 years old, to just come and hang out, whether they like the video or not. Just hang out there, leave some comments, and even if you're not a senior, if you're just simply a marginalized individual, do come along, leave your comment about the game or about gaming in general. And yeah, because YouTube can, and admittedly in a rare situations, can be a nasty place to hang around if you're marginalized at all. So that's why we're here. So please click on the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if possible, and most importantly, hit the comment button and let us know what this whole thing is all about. So back to the game here. We are now heading in the direction of this one, which is 3.1 kilometers away from this one. And I did kind of cheat and change this a little bit because originally it was almost dead into the wind, so I moved that so I wouldn't be in irons, as they say. And a couple of things, or at least one thing I want to point out is if you unlock this and you hover over a waypoint, you see a yellow dot below, and if you scroll down carefully, it said I can click that and it will show that as having been passed. So just a little thing that if you're playing this game you might be interested in knowing. So for example, I could say this one's, I've already passed this point, let's go on to the next one, but I don't want to do that. I want to sail along with the dolphins. So I'm going to take that off, block it, and as you see, you no longer have the choice of making this particular waypoint as having been passed. Now, let's go to the trim, and it says the main sheet's too tight, so we have to ease it. So I want to pick up some more wind. Okay, the wind has dropped a bit since yesterday. In fact, it's dropped even since I started because it was at around 16. So it's probably going up and down. So what we want to do, and just update it, I don't know why. Okay, first of all, how are we heel-wise? Let's put this over. I'm confused as usual. Okay, if I go this way, does that make it worse? No, it's making it better. Which means we'll bring that one in. And that's not so bad right now. I don't know actually what's worse, having it heel over a little bit or bring that one out, which is this one here. You can see it's extending itself. Now it's a little bit more level, so I should be able to go faster. I don't know how much for drag or what this does exactly. Although what this is, by the way, is, let's see if I can see it from here. Yeah, it's these yellow things here. There's one on this side, one on that side. So I guess it extends this one, I suppose. Extends that so it doesn't lean over quite so much. So I'm assuming that's what that's all about. Meanwhile, back at the trim, we're fine. Really? Maybe it's because it was leaning too much, maybe because the wind had dropped off somewhat. It says I should raise the jib and I should reef the mainsail, which means I lower the NR4. The NR4 is smaller than the jib. In a high wind, this is up to 17 now, so in a high wind, you would want the smaller sail. But they're saying use the jib. If I clicked on this particular thing here, it would automatically adjust things for me. But usually what happens is it lowers the NR4, raises the jib, then lowers the jib, raises the NR4, just goes back and forth. So I just tend not to pay too much attention to it. So again, the main sheet is too tight, so it must be just on the border. So I want to ease the main sheet. Oh, there it is. Main bang, Cunningham, Oathall. Go through that main sheet. So I want to ease the main sheet. So there we go. I'm going to ease a little extra here. But too much. So we'll go about there. I've tried playing with the Cunningham. It wants me to pull the Cunningham, but as you can see, the Cunningham's already at 100%. So the mainsail is too far back. I would think I would want to ease a little bit on the backstay, but I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about. Let's see if I can find backstay. There's the backstay. So if I ease the backstay somewhat. Oh, I'm increasing the backstay. Easing the backstay. No, I'm increasing it. There we go. Alright, I'm easing the backstay quite a lot. And nothing seems to be happening. Probably NR4. So it wants me to ease the NR4 till the telltales, well, telltales are pretty bad shape. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to leave the backstay a bit loose. And this one's adjusted itself. So let's try pulling the halyard. It's the sheet. Green. Oh, it's already quite high. So I pull that even more. I fix that. I've never had any success playing with the barber hauler. Well, a little bit of success, not a whole lot. So, again, they want us to raise the Genoa. And then once I, excuse me, my voice seems to be cracking up here. Hopefully it'll come back. There we go, I think. Every time I raise the Genoa, then it says lower the Genoa and raise the NR4 foresail. So I got the feeling you gotta know more about what you're doing to get that thing to work. Okay, back to the mainsail. Can't pull the Cunningham anymore. I tried. Okay, the Cunningham is on the edge there. Forget now what the Cunningham does. I think it pulls it down on that. So if I were to pull that, I would make it tighter, but I can't. So what if I tried making the main sheet a little tighter? That stuff is too far back. So let's try going to Traveler. Main sheet's too tight, so I want to loosen the Traveler. And that seemed to work. It has no effect on the Cunningham at all. But this one wants me to pull the Cunningham. Alright, let's try using the vang. Corrected that, I'm still got this problem here. Cunningham is at 100%. Let's take a look at the NR4. The sheet is too tight. Because I eased the backstay, which pulled the mast back, which tightened NR4, I think. So let's see if we can find NR4 halyard. Sheet. Force loop. It's too far open, try to pull. What are we doing for speed? 701, that's pretty darn good. So, to give you a sense of the road map, as they say in business, and I hope you realize I'm being facetious here. I kind of hate terms like in the business. But anyway, joking around. What I am planning to do is go through the rest of the tutorials, and eventually I'm going to see if I can go into activities and maybe follow one of the courses they have laid out. Not quite sure how that works, but when we get there we'll find out. So for today, this doesn't seem to be too much we can do. That's dropped off, but then the wind has dropped off quite a bit. I'm still leaving the jib down, or the Genoa down, on Genoa. Before they wanted to raise the jib. Now they want to raise the Genoa, which is a bigger sail than the jib. And adding a reef, I always found that to be problematic. So we'll leave that for now. Now let's go back to our map and see we're closing in on this particular waypoint. Let's swing around a little more. So we're almost 90 degrees to the wind. And once we cross that, which will be in another 5 minutes, and because we're pointing straight at that waypoint, you'll see our speed is 6.3 knots, 6.4, 6.3. This goes up and down because that's the speed to the waypoint. Since we're heading straight at it, it's going to equal that. Now, the wind keeps dropping, so it takes longer and longer to get there. Would you know the wind would drop? What time of day is it? I'm having 2:16 daylight saving time. is the local time is actually 1:16, but that's barring daylight saving, even though it says the UTC time corrected with the time zone, daylight savings. I corrected them. That thing's gone now. Come back to me. Here we go. Provided by geonames.org. So by corrected, I'm guessing they leave it off because that's not the local time given daylight saving. Alright, so slowly moving up and the wind's picking up again. Our speed is picking up again. Getting there faster and faster. So, back to the map. As you can see, we're getting closer. I could probably swing even further off wind. I was thinking that's what off wind means. Oh, speed is really good now, so 2.5 minutes away. I think I'll stay course right now. So then I'm going to have to tack over to this one, which is 2.6 nautical miles away. I was hoping to get there and then do a quick tutorial. So if I don't wait it out, I won't make the turn. Wind is starting to drop again. I could cheat and just simply pull that one down, or mark it as having been visited. But I got to be further and further this way so I can tack better, because if I tack now, I'm going to be just off the wind. So let's keep it where we are, 16.2, we're 2 minutes away. Let's see how we do with trim. Again, those are things I can't seem to adjust. Cunningham is already at full, so I can't pull that any further. So, the telltales look pretty good. They want me to reef it, they want me to raise the Genoa, this time not just the jib. This doesn't make sense. I mean, roughly the same wind that we had before. And they want us to put a bigger sail on, whereas a little while ago they wanted to put a smaller sail, well, bigger than the NR4. Okay, the mainsail sail's too flat. It wants me to catch more wind because it's dropped off to 14 knots. So I ease the out haul. That one's gone away. So it wants me to ease the out haul. Looking over here. Cunningham, backstay, mainstay. Cunningham. Where's the out haul? Oh, main out haul it's called. So it wants me to ease the out haul. So I'll pull that back somewhat. The out haul's that one. Maybe the Cunningham is in here. So I'm easing the out haul like crazy. There we go. Now it's gone. Wants me to pull the Cunningham again. Put some tension back into the out haul again. The the wind is picking up again, so maybe. So I don't have to tighten the sheet anymore. I'm still back to pulling. That's already 100%. Wind is picking up. We must have crossed over by, yeah, we have. Okay, now what we're going to do is change course. We'll have to tack and make the appropriate adjustments. So I'm going to swing across irons. You can see things are getting loose because of more to the wind. Now it's going to swing over to the other side. And now we're heading in that direction. So we have to trim things again. We'll get the mainsail. Forget the Cunningham, the sheet is too loose. Sheet is too loose, so we tighten the sheet. It's still too loose. There we go. Now I've got 100% of the sheet. I want to either ease the vang or pull the traveler. Let's try pulling the traveler, shall we? Where's the thing? Up here. Traveler. Easing the traveler. Wow, things are going all crazy here. Oh, I'm also tilted over too much because I'm adjusted for the other side. So now, got to swing that around. That should bring your speed up quite a bit. See what we look like from a distance. Not too bad. Okay, seem to be in better shape. Now, let's see what the sails say. Trimming. Mainsail's too flat. Try to ease the outhaul. The boat is in irons. Really? Okay, we've got to try to pull off irons here. Did the wind shift or something? I thought we were well off irons, so let's tack a little extra on here. There we go. Sounds like things get quieter. So let's try that. Now, the sheet is too loose. It wants me to pull the sheet, but I think, where is it? Right here, main sheet's 100% already. Or move the traveler windward. I always get confused about which is windward. The windward is on the port side, right-hand side. So to pull that windward, traveler, back to trim. So keep pulling it windward. See it moving there. Doesn't seem to have an effect at all. %. Still hasn't fixed that. I'm 100% on both. I can't pull the Cunningham, it's 100%. Top of the mainsail is too tight, so I'm supposed to try either the Traveler or the Vang. Vang being that, so let's take a look at the Vang here. Wants me to ease the Vang, but easing it. So I got 100% on the Traveler and 100% on, or 0% on the Vang, so I can't do any more. And I can't pull the Cunningham. Alright, let's see what NR4 has. Again, downward barber hauler. There's one on both sides, if I'm not mistaken. And the downward barber hauler, that's really quite far up, isn't it? That's the... Okay, no, that's that. Barber hauler is that thing right there. We're going really slowly. Barber hauler, it's, what do you think? Should we raise the jib? Now it's saying jib to Genoa. And then it'll probably say raise the NR4. I don't know how much time we have left here. I want to try to, I'm not going to squeeze in a tutorial here. Unless I just leave it sail as is. I'm going to take a look at the distance. Heel. Can't heel it anymore. So that's the best I can do. So I'm not going to go particularly fast. It's going to take a long time. It's compensating for the fact that we are not right on. The wind must be shifting because it seems like it keeps crawling down towards us. Anyway, I'm going to try to make it through a quick tutorial. And we planned to voyage, we named the lines. I don't think we've done how the sails work, so that might be interesting. So let's try that. And where are we? That's a different boat that we're on. Yeah, we're in Africa. Well, it should be getting dark there, but they may adjust the lighting for the tutorial. Okay, early sails. Sails used to be square cloth, but tried to catch the wind. But these sails only work when the wind blows in the right direction. Sail technology has come a long way since then, as has sail material. The image below is of a sail viewed from the top. Note its curve. Ta-da! Okay, airplane wing. Modern sails work much more like an airplane wing. They bend the airflow, shown in the image in blue lines. That one should be straight up and down. It should that. But when it hits the sail, it turns. Well, no, I guess it's going to turn a little bit because if this one turns, it's going to cause a bit of a okay, it starts to turn here. So if it was originally going straight up and down, that would cause a higher pressure here, which would actually push this one off, and it would actually increase. I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not sure about these. I think they should be straight up and down. Anyway, you can see it's curving, and now it's starting to curve back. Unless the wind is coming from that direction originally. It's curved. Anyway, it's curving back. So, this creates a force that tries to push the sail. This force always points roughly 90 degrees away from the sail. To be right there. But it does two things. It pushes the sail, creating a vacuum here which pulls the sail as well. Force direction. Unfortunately, the direction of the force is not the same as the direction of the boat. Right, the boat's going that way, and 90 degrees to the sail is off that way. Propulsion and drift. It pushes the boat forward, but also sideways. Right? This sideways motion is called drift. Tries to drift just like in rally racing in cars. We want to move forward, not sideways, so the boat is shaped in such a way that it easily moves forward, but pushing it sideways is a lot harder. That makes a whole lot of sense. Right? Because you can't push the thing against the water that way, but it's easier to go that way. And this is still 90 degrees. Against the wind. A modern boat can easily sail up to 40 to 45 degrees against the wind because the sideways component of the force in the sail is compensated as much as possible as the forward component remains. Compensated, not sure that's the right word, but this is reduced, so we're heading compensated maybe because it can't push that way. It pushes that way even more. The harder it tries to push that way, the more it pushes that way. I'm guessing. Wow, that's it? We hope this made sense. Okay. Well, come back to the boat. And we are heading off in that direction. It's going to take quite a while. Awfully nasty little heel we got going here. Because this is the wrong one out. No, we want that one out. Change my mind. We want this swing the other way. Let's take a look at the distance. Did I not compensate this? Right, okay, this here is looking at the stern, so let's do that so it makes more sense, right? So we want this, well, we want the one that you can't see underwater to be shortened, first of all, which is happening right now, and we want this one to extend. Leveling off the boat anyway. So that's as far as it's going to go. Which is not too bad, I suppose. Right. I'm trying to close this off quickly because we've gone up to 34 minutes already. Okay, we have to fool around with that. That's the map. Seems to be wanting to pull back. I thought I would have had more of an angle on that. What is our angle, by the way? Okay, we just learned that 45 degrees is good. So let's press the A key. try to swing so that this is roughly, okay, this is the apparent one, this is the real one. So that's 40 degrees now. Okay, we're picking up some speed here. So we're doing a tack because we want to go this way and then cut back on that. Anyway, listen, I've gone too far, too long. So please hit the thumbs up button. And you can't see right now, but I'm holding my thumb in the air. Please hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, hit the comment button. Let me know what you think of this game. Tell me the mistakes I made. And generally tell me what your experience with gaming is in general. So, until next time, please do take care.